Probably is. Probably gonna go on a little rant or something. I don't know. Let the game play and shit. We got Psyche and Spirit in the background playing in the Labyrinth Zone arena. But we ain't about to talk about the gameplay. Even though it's been a minute to see some of it. It's been about a few days, almost a week. I didn't know what else to record, to be honest with you. But so far, so good with this. Anyway, something happened yesterday. My old man. Oh, I got a link. Oh, I already seen that video. Anyways, though, it was some kind of personal shit going on. Like, as soon as I walked in the door, after being on the road with my father somewhere, I can't, like, as soon as I opened the door, my grandmother, she on the phone with somebody, and she was like, oh, I think that's him right now. So, she give me the phone, and then I'm like, wait, what? So, I'm like, hello? So, they start asking me some questions about, oh, did you have this? You owe this, that, and third. I'm like, first of all, I don't own this, and I wasn't never like somebody that did this. And they was like, will we call you back? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they was gone. So then my old man come in, he just scoffs it all up like, oh, that ain't happened, you owe nobody nothing, da da da. And I was in the back of my head like, how the fuck you know? Like, you wasn't even in here. So, let's fast forward to last night. And he gonna say some stuff, well, your grandmother, she tried to involve you into some drama and all that shit. I was like, first of all, she gave me the phone the moment I walked into the door. Like, I literally like unlocked the door with my keys. As soon as I opened the big door to get into the house, that's when I heard her on the phone, and then that's when she handed the phone over to me the moment I walked into the living room and had that conversation. So I start talking about, oh, that was my name, like it shouldn't be like this kind of mess that's going on with it and stuff like that. And then he starts saying this stuff about, you keep talking to an old man that kind of way. No. First he said, one of these days you're gonna learn some stuff. Because you still young. And I was like, well, what you trying to say? And he was like, well, you still a kid. You still a young man. You know, first he said I was a kid. I was like, hold on a minute. I'm not this age of like these other, like my younger siblings or my nephew, like 8 and 12 or whatever. So he was like, oh, you still a kid. And I was like, hold on. Also, I'm not a teenager. And he was like, well, you're not around this age and you won't understand. I was like, dude, I'm 33. The heck is you talking about? You're like, no, until you get my age. At his age, he's still acting naive. So that's proof that no matter how old you is, you not as smart as you think you are. So then he starts saying all this tough guy shit, talking about you keep messing with an old man, he gonna put his foot up your ass. And I was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? And it was like, well, that would just happen. And I was like, are you trying to, it's like, you trying to imply something? He was like, no. And I was like, well, it sound like it. But then I start making a retort. I was like, you keep messing with a young man and you keep making empty threats or just threaten somebody in general, then that young man is gonna come across that old man's head. He gonna talk about, oh, that ain't no threat. That wasn't no threat. I'm like, yeah, it is. You ain't just supposed to disrespect nobody. So then he just kept saying that stuff, and then he gonna tell me some story, and I can't get into too much details about it because of YouTube, but it involved weapons and people not being on Earth no more and stuff like that. The old man versus the young man, and pretty much the old man did something to the young man, and it was like pretty gruesome, so to say. And I'm just like, oh, so you trying to tell me something that, and he was like, no, just that you mess with an old man, they gonna put their foot up your behind and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I let him know, like, you keep, like, this old man keep X-rating this young man, and it's gonna be a problem. And then I start saying, if it's really like that, then they both could just take it into the ring or spar. So I know what he was trying to do. I know he was trying to intimidate me. But why would you intimidate me about something that I got a phone call about that could possibly like harm me some way in the future with my name and shit? And like, if you did that shit, then yeah, I got a right to be fucking upset about that. It ain't your name, my guy. It's my name. And for you to do that, calling yourself my parent, my my old man, that's fucking wrong. Like, what about my fucking future? Do you not give a fuck about that? Obviously not. And then for you to try to threaten somebody over them defending themselves about their fucking name, shame on you. You don't got no right to do that. So I was clearing this up, I was clearing this up with my grandmother, telling her about it, and she said she ain't respect that too much. Talking about, well, he's gonna be out of here. He's gonna be out of here. We'll see. He probably still gonna be in a goddamn house. We'll see. Anyway, it probably sounded too personal, but I made sure to try to keep this as clean as possible because I couldn't go into details because of YouTube and all that stuff about when you tell certain stories. But yep, that was a little bit of a real thing because people don't know anything about the real soul. Just that, oh, he's a creeper, he's an abuser, and he's a liar, he's a creeper, blah, blah, blah. All that little stupid ass shit. Man, if you was offline, you were living through my life, man, you would know that I go through a lot of shit, and I'll be having a lot of stories to tell. Stuff that they would never fathom nor understand unless they was in the shoes of moi. Anyways, I'm glad this didn't go as long as it used to, because I used to make long ass videos, and I believe 8 is enough. So anyway, if you was listening, which you probably will sooner or later, don't matter the views or whatever it is, thanks for listening, thanks for watching my videos, my gameplays, all that good shit. And I am out of here. Catch you later. Oh shit. Why didn't it turn off? Oh, there we go.